Tim, were you telling me to get out of the shot? Is that
That's not right.
I'm just trying to make sure he's in the shot.
Okay,
We want Liam in the shot
I
too.
want to make sure that I want to get it straight. All right. Okay, so let me. You know about Google Plus, don't you, Liam?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember.
Okay, so you know all about it, so I don't have to explain it to you. So let's just introduce you to the people that we have here.
I got my circles.
Okay.
You have
Okay.
your circles?
Yeah.
You're on Google Plus now? Okay.
See?
Okay, so
Circle.
They're all looking for you now, by the way, I'm sure.
Oh, that's right.
we have
I haven't looked at it in a little while.
we have people from all over the world, from as far away as England, and then but most of the people here are from various states here.
Most from England and Arsenal.
So we want to get right to the questions. Any of you guys have any questions for Liam? I know Jane. Let's let Jane ask the first question. Jane really wants to get right to the question.
Hey Jane, how are you?
Hey, I'm great, Liam. How are you?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, one of the things I do is I'm a stylist and a makeup artist, and it would really help me if you could just take your shirt off for the rest of the interview. It would really help me get through the rest of the day. I have to do this afternoon.
Look at Lauren.
I think what she's trying to ask.
Lauren's willing to help as my wardrobe assistant. If not, all of her buttons are going to pop, and then we're going to have a major problem here.
There will be no.
I'm just saying.
I got stars on there. That's all right.
On the show, I mean, you have to take off your shirt a lot.
I know.
I mean, you're basically. So is that easy, or do you get used to that being on set?
Well, you do get used to it, but I'm pretty sure that before all this happened, the thing I was thinking was, I'm really uncomfortable with sort of being half naked, but I don't think I probably won't get a job like that anyway. And then the first job I get, of course, is that, well, rather than that, could you always be mostly naked?
Yeah.
But it's a lot easier when they're paying you for it.
Well, that helps, yeah, I know.
Lauren, give him $1.
But this is the thing. There's also all the women as well. I mean, there's everyone on that set is basically naked.
Some days, yeah. Yeah, no, there were a couple of interesting episodes where people look at this. And go, oh wow, whoa, that's intense and naked.
How much fun is that though? It seems like it's a lot of fun but it's an intense show.
Yeah, well, I know it's a really serious show, but I think because it's so serious, it's like for example, sex scenes, you have to laugh because it's so weird.
Well, that's not what I want to hear. Like, I mean,
hopefully it looks really sexy. Hopefully it looks really sexy, but you have to laugh on set because there's people with. There's a boom guy behind you just going, oh, that's unfortunate for you. You got the neck out back there. I want that job.
Are those difficult, though, those scenes?
Yeah, I mean...
Just because they're awkward and...
Well, because you've got to make them look not awkward, but you've got 20 or 30 people around all giving you directions and pointing things at you. And
okay.
Let's open it up for the Lauren. I know you like to. I will
interview all day long.
Yes, you will.
One more question.
Okay, very
The first time you meet someone and you have to kiss them and you've never met them before, is that weird, or
not
do
as
you
weird as
garlic?
like workshop a sex scene where you're going, all right, let's talk about this. So we got to do this. Who's on? I don't know. I want to have this conversation. That's a the choreograph.
Okay, I get
how
it.
How it all works.
Okay, now you guys are
all right,
next.
you
Go
guys.
ahead.
Who has a question for Liam?
Yeah, one by one, please.
All at once. I mean, I'm overwhelmed.
I'll stay.
Nobody?
Yeah, I would see. I always try to wait for everyone else because I'm always talking.
Go ahead, Kim. Go right ahead. Don't be polite.
Oh, I don't have to be polite now.
No, I think I already set that bar pretty low, Kim.
Okay, where are you from in Australia? And the reason why I'm asking is because I'm actually going to Australia in May.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'd like to stop you.
I'm going to Melbourne.
Good choice. I'm from Melbourne. Well, see, I'm technically born in Adelaide, but that's kind of the slightly embarrassing state. So I don't know. I try to like push that aside. I mean, really, I'm from Melbourne because I've spent most of my life growing up in Melbourne. So Melbourne's amazing, and it's by far the best city in Melbourne, in Australia, rather.
Bondi Beach.
That's in Sydney. That's. I mean, yeah, if you like beaches, sure. I mean, whatever. But you're from LA, right?
Yeah,
you know, and I've heard the comparison. I've heard Sydney is more like LA, and Melbourne is more like San Francisco. Is
that's pretty much spot on. Yeah, it's got a really, really tiny New York vibe a little bit, sort of as well. It's, I don't know, Sydney's just big, and it's got everything, but it's kind of everywhere and all over the place. And it's exciting, but a different kind. It's got a really pretty harbour. It's got some sights that you can't get anywhere else in Australia. But Melbourne's it's kind of better thought out, I guess. It's more cosmopolitan.
Okay.
More European.
Liam, yes. Liam, do you prefer doing TV or movies more? That's me. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? I don't know yet. I've done a lot of like short films. They were fun, just to cut my teeth. But this is the first big thing I've ever really got. And you know, I guess when I was growing up, I'd never dream of being the lead in a TV show. That's kind of weird. So I'm pretty excited now. But at the time, I was thinking, I don't know if I'd enjoy TV being the same character over and over again. But I'm certainly lucky in this because I've always loved history, and Spartacus is one of the most interesting historical figures, both because he was so important historically and one of the only major slave revolts of all time, but also because the history they've got on him is kind of a little sketchy, so you get to fill in the blanks a lot as well, which is kind of exciting. So you get to make him your own a lot. So I don't know. I like TV, especially this kind of TV, because it feels like you're making a little movie every time.
Until you get a big movie and the money starts rolling in, because let's be honest.
I don't know yet. Let me have this time. Innocence.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I like the innocence. I like it.
Yeah, get in here.
All right. Fight scenes. How do we prepare for those? Because some of those fight scenes, the battle scenes, are pretty intense.
I cut a guy's face off.
Are
you serious? That's crazy too, because I'm there with because they film it and you're not in the same place, because obviously they don't actually cut his face off. Surprise! I mean, seriously, like, all right, just in case.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I know that the laws in New Zealand are pretty lax, but they don't let you cut actual face. So there was no guy there.
Darn.
Sword, and then a couple of months later, some guy goes, "Here, look what we did with it." Whoa.
See, that's called acting.
I know, right? No, but this guy got really excited because the special effects guy had to do all the getting the face cut off bit, and so he was really excited about how the brain falls out. And I'm like, that's good. Yep.
Oh my gosh!
You have done a good job there. You have earned your money.
Oh, he showed it to you?
Yeah, he was. Trust me, he was so excited. But yeah, no, learning to fight is one of the coolest things ever, because I think every kid's done a year of martial arts in something, or boxing or something.
And you have to stay in shape for this because you are half naked the entire time. So how do you do that?
Well, you'd shoot for 12 or 13 or 14 hours, and then you go to the gym for 2 hours.
Are you serious?
Every day, yeah.
Wow.
Exhausted?
But you don't have a choice.
So how do you have a social life?
You wait till the end of the season, I guess.
That's her way of asking you if you're married.
He's married. There's a ring on his finger.
Oh, she checked that out first thing. Come on, Tony.
Married. I'm not saying you didn't have a girlfriend, but you're not married. I'm married. FYI.
What about research?
Yeah.
Did you research?
Yeah.
Who's asking?
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, Justin.
What about research? How did you research the part? Because there's so many different stories about that character. I mean, supposedly hid in Vesuvius as well for a while, actually in the crater. So, I'm just wondering how you research something like that.
Well, that's what I mean about it being such a great role, because you've got so many different sources to draw on. I've always loved Roman history, so I used to play a lot of video games, and most of the video games I played were Roman history kind of styled civilization games, so I knew a lot about the time already, and that kind of surprised me, actually. I was like, oh wait, I kind of know all this, that's okay. But then I also, the guys in production had some amazing books to read as well, some like the Spartacus Wars and some really great historical things just about, a lot of the stuff they uncovered at Pompeii after the eruptions and stuff like that. So I just tried to read as much as possible, and then you're informed a lot by what the writers decide to go with, because it is a kind of a divergent history, whether they had 100,000 men, or if they had 10,000, or if they were here, or maybe they were there, or did they go to the top of Europe, did they try to leave, or didn't they, and why would they do that? There's so many different theories on why are they doing all the things they're doing. Obviously, we haven't reached that part of the story yet, but even in the now, because we've just reached Vesuvius essentially, and we've taken a kind of a residency there. So that's an important phase of the rebellion, but you know, obviously a lot of the histories say that there was 30 to 50 to 70,000 people already there, and the story that we're telling, that's not the case. So you do all the research you can on that character and characters like him, and then you just wait to see what the writers give you, and then try to stitch it all together. And
so basically, video games is all I
Mostly
heard
video,
after
yeah.
that. It helped to prepare.
I know. The rest of it,
I lost
that
you
was
at
me
video
just-
games. I just
That
want
was
you
me
to
just talking. Yeah, the rest I made up. The video games is pretty much what I do. Like video games. And I'm researching stuff. That's totally what's happening.
Yeah.
Is there anything that was, Liam, is there anything that was very difficult for you to act? Like, was kind of like a personal challenge, or?
The best bits, I think. Like,
and this will be the last question, but go ahead, Liam.
The stuff that's hard is the stuff that's worth doing. You know, it's there were a lot. Like even in episode 1, there was a really traumatic scene at the end of that, and one of the things that happens is that I'm basically told to stay away from someone because I will bring death to them, and you
love them.
And yeah, totally, and that's the last thing I want. But then you've got to try and find something in my own life where I was like, imagine if like my mum said never to come back home again, or something, or someone I really love. You know, you've got to go to pretty dark places to do stuff. But that's the good bit. Like you get to play out these dark fantasies and see what they look like, but you're sort of insulated from them as well. So it's challenging, but that's kind of what makes it fun. I don't know. Otherwise, kind of boring.
Well, Liam, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate you
hanging
out with us.
Hanging out. Hanging out.
Hanging with us.
Open, so they're like, that's not what we mean by
so
hanging
do we get
out.
pictures taken and all that? You guys get ready for your screenshot here. I gotta kind of,
All right, come on in.
Oh! Where's Shaka?
You go ahead.
Perfect. Looks good.
There's the man. There's the man.
And look what he has in his hand. He just has to show off the phone.
Naturally.
Brace yourselves. The Galaxy Note is coming.
Nice.
It's a fabulous
See.
phone tablet. It's so massive.
No, I like this. This is kind of the phone I want.
My favorite phone now.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Who's your network? Are you with AT&T?
I see. I'm in Australia, so we don't.
Oh,
have
yeah.
So I don't know
if you were here now.
We have dial-up phones. You guys have those yet? And yeah.
There you go, Lauren.
One, two. Excellent.
Yeah, this is pretty groovy. Yeah, I'm an Android kind of.
Bye, guys. I gotta go back to work now.
We're
gonna miss you.
That sounds boring. Just.
It's okay. I know this is so much more fun.
Nice meeting you.
I know.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.